What's up, guys? This is John with Gaming Through Decades, and I'm going to do something a little different this time, and I'm going to give you guys a game room tour. Now, those who have been watching the channel and those who know me know I am a father of 3 kids, and we have a 4-bedroom house, and my game room is a little untraditional. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I have my things set up, all the way from storage to console displays and, of course, our game storage and volume, and how my game room also doubles as a multi-purpose room. So let's go check it out. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to go ahead and talk about is where my game room is in the house. So we have a bonus room in our house, which is essentially doubles as my game room / workout room / playroom. You name it, that's what it does. Now if you look, it's the first room you see when you enter the house, and there's my front door. And then as you go through, you go straight through into the living room. And as you can see, the nice Barbie car there. Alright, so that is essentially where my this is where my game room exists. And makes things a little interesting, needless to say. Alright, so next we're going to go ahead and go over essentially where I keep my games in this limited space. And, you know, like most YouTube gamers, you'll see them with a giant, massive game wall behind them. And this is essentially my game wall right here. My one bookshelf that my wife graciously let me buy at a yard sale, and lets me fill it with games. So this is one section of where I keep my games, and as you can see, we got some baby stuff and some Blu-rays down there as well. So when this is full, I'm pretty much just going to keep my main games here. Anything other than that is going to be put in storage, such as stuff like this, which is where I also keep my controllers on the bottom shelf. And everybody has to have their giant drawer of controllers, so that's nicely tucked away. Alright, and if you want to come with me, we'll go ahead and go to the other side of the game room, and I'll show you what's on that end. Alright, so next I have more games on a smaller shelf. I have a couple of my older consoles, because I always think it is kind of cool just to display the older ones. And obviously below you see I have some Nintendo games. I've got my N64 drawer with some 64 games in here. So that is essentially my space for games. Not a huge collection so far, so it's not something I've really had to worry about yet. But you'd be surprised how much you can get on a little shelf like this and on a bigger shelf like that. If you're new to collecting and maybe you're kind of worried that you don't have enough space, I would say don't really worry about that too much. One bookshelf such as the one I showed you, and this is going to easily carry close to 500 games. Alright, so next thing, if you're new to collecting, I would say the easiest thing for you to get as far as hooking your consoles up, as far as your AV cords go, is going to be one of these AV splitters here. This one's actually relatively cheap. I got this one at a thrift store for $3, and I've seen this specific one go for about $10 brand new. So what I do is this holds 4, so I will connect my essentially the 4 consoles I play the most, and then anything other than that I'll just leave laying here, and you can easily switch them, you know, in and out to one of the easy accessible ones. So that is probably one of the easier ways to hook up your consoles as far as your AV cords go, on the cheap side of things. So aside from my retro consoles sitting there, inside here, these are real convenient. These type of stands are not expensive, and you can go ahead and connect your consoles into something like this. And the nice thing about this is it's also going to protect your consoles from dust. So I always like to keep the disc-based systems and stuff like this, just so those eyes kind of stay safe. The cartridge connection systems such as the Nintendo and Sega Genesis, those pins you can clean yourself, and It's not something that's going to break up quite as soon as like maybe a lens or a laser for a console will. Now, one of the first things you'll probably notice is I'm using a modern television, and unfortunately, with the way my house is set up, I'm not going to put two TVs in here. It will look maybe kind of ghetto, as most people might say. It will look kind of ghetto. So I do use the LED TV. Even for the older consoles, I have the older consoles hooked up on there. But what you can do, and this is the biggest thing, it's the easiest fix you can do, is the picture size. You go to the normal size. Anything bigger than your normal, you go to your 16 by 9. It's going to stretch that picture out. Also, you have like your movie expand. Anything wider, though the wider you go, the worse the picture's going to look. So even at the normal, it doesn't look too bad. As you can see, it's not stretched, the picture's not distorted. You're not going to have that retro classic feel of playing on an old CRT TV. But honestly, I'll tell you what, it doesn't make a difference to me. It really does look all the same. You know, unless you're a purist, which I'm not, I could care less. I just want to play my games. One of these TVs will do just fine with the old system. Alright, so there you have it. That is my game room tour for Gaming Through the Decades. And as you can see, it's nothing special. It's not a man cave with posters and, you know, cases and games everywhere. It's just my little humble abode where I can come, I can just relax and, you know, just play some video games. And one of the things I actually did forget to mention is because my living room is in the next room, I will sometimes go ahead and hook my headphones up and I will show a picture, but Walmart has a nice little 16-foot adapter you can buy to hook your headphones into these modern TVs. So any of the consoles I play, I can hook my headphones into the TV, and it's like my own little surround sound, as you know, as you could probably say, or what have you. So there's my game room tour. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you think. Comment below. Put a link of your game room tour in the comment section. I'd like to see yours, or you know, just let me know what you got going on. Again, guys, thanks for checking out the channel. Go ahead and comment below and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.